You, Steve, Gretchen, Brian, and Brian.
That's exactly right. Brian Ross is joining us live. Brian, we may have to break away very shortly to go see the President of the United States down in the new $20 million, it's estimated, press briefing room. Okay, and as you can see right there, they're getting ready. I don't know if I like the look of it. Anyway, they're asking
me. You don't like the paint color?
I don't know.
Magenta there.
I was used to the old curtain. Yeah. All right, let's talk a little bit about this. Chertoff yesterday said, before newspaper guys in Chicago, I got a gut feeling something's up. Right. You're hearing there's a lot more chatter. Right. Something bad happened in London last week. What's this leading up to?
Well, Michael Chertoff doesn't go around and talk about his gut feelings. He has hard information, much more than I do or anybody in the media does. But these reports coming in are very troubling to people who are looking at them, reminding them really of the level of concern 6 years ago in the summer of 2001, when there were reports and indications things were happening. This time they're taking it in a serious way they didn't really then. And they're, look, Washington is full of people that go to meetings every day, but these are unusual meetings scheduled tomorrow at the White House in the Situation Room. Every key agency being asked to do what can we do to try to minimize the effect of a possible attack. What are you doing to protect your buildings, your personnel?
But some sources within the government are saying, hey, if this was really an emergency top secret meeting, we wouldn't announce it. We wouldn't wait until Thursday to have this meeting.
They didn't announce it, and this is a follow-up meeting.
You did.
We did. And the first meeting was last Friday. Okay. They met Friday morning. This is the follow-up Thursday to have the top people from all these various departments come in. What are you doing?
You said something before, right before we went to the news, and you said they're looking at old messages with a cause. They looked at that message that they came out of Jordan where it said, those who are there to help you will harm you, and that ended up being the medical angle to the attack?
That is one of the aspects of looking at who sent that, why was it sent, who is that person connected to, and those apparently are leading to a number of a network, really, that is of great concern.
When Chertoff says, I have a gut feeling, what I heard you just say a moment ago was because he knows so much other stuff. He can't say, we've picked up this intel, we've got this cable, we did this stuff.
Right.
So what you're suggesting is he knows there's a whole bunch of other stuff coming in, but he can't just say, here's what I got.
If any of us looked at what Michael Chertoff looked at every morning in terms of intelligence reports, you wouldn't sleep very well at night. So he's a man who doesn't go around and make hunches. He's a smart guy.
Are they looking at Zawahiri's two last speeches? Yes. There's one last one 90 minutes, and the other one just came out, and it called out the UK.
The people I talk to say, look, these tapes by Zawahiri may be boring, and we're getting tired of them. Yesterday's was his 8th this year. But the fact is it reflects his ability to operate without being stopped. In the message yesterday, he talked about his easy access to the internet. He's reading the internet just like you guys are here with your laptops.
Probably
which means,
has Wi-Fi.
Well, he's not in a cave. He's not in a cave.
Yeah.
He's somewhere where there is an ability to get online, and he is very current, which also means he can send messages, he can communicate.
Let me ask you about the doctor angle, because a lot of people were surprised 2 weeks ago, these foiled London attacks. 6 doctors potentially, and then word came that some of them had tried to come and get into the U.S. Do you think there's any connection now between what we're hearing and potentially these doctors trying to get into the U.S.?
Everything I've been told so far is that those 6 doctors were a unique, almost kind of a homegrown thing, and it was shocking to think about doctors, but don't forget Zawahiri is a doctor.
Exactly.
Yeah, a doctor in Egypt, a prominent one.
Did they get a bunch of stuff because the cars were unexploded, the phones, the laptops?
The phones, the computers, absolutely. And they're all alive. One's in bad shape, but they have the ability now, if they can link them, find out their connection.
How much are you not able to tell us? Did they say, I'm going to give you this, Brian, but you cannot come out with all of it?
There are some things that we have been asked not to report, and we're not currently.
All right. Brian Ross, we thank you very much for joining us live today. I see via remote, I see the President of the United States is about to speak. They're about to